Most founders hire too fast and fire too slow. How is it for you? And did you learn a lesson from a bad hire?
Wow, that's literally what I wrote in that got featured in Forbes article too. Basically, I hired quite a lot in the past, and I was attached to a few of them because they are people I know, and I couldn't fire fast enough, and my company really badly affected for at least 8 months. Right, I hired a CEO, a chief marketing officer, and I passed them most of the control of the company. The problem is once you hire a wrong hire and you rely on the wrong person, if the vision and there's no alignment in values, it's going to create bottlenecks and layers for the company. So I believe for a startup that's scaling, most important is you really, really have to hire fast and fire faster.
Yeah.
For me, I hired fast. I couldn't fire fast enough, and we lost so much money and time.
What was the biggest lesson from a bad hire?
Really, the bad hire created a lot of bottlenecks and also created a lot of key people in the company to want to leave, right?
Company culture.
The company culture was non-existent because this person was creating a different direction from the board, and it creates a lot of friction in terms of the relationship and culture, So in the past, when I started the company, everyone could speak to me about the problems. Oh, my sister died, I need it off. I understand, I sympathize with every single one. When I hired wrong person, they created so much layers. They were reprimanded for having a problem to want to speak to me. They are told not to speak to me because I'm the CEO, your problems is too small. You shouldn't talk to me. That creates a lot of like, oh, okay, so now you're a big shot, or you don't care about me. It creates fear to even talk about personal problems.
Yeah.
So I believe as a startup, not only just hire fast, you need company culture, and you need to connect with all your team members, because as a startup, your first 50 staff, or maybe even 30 staff or 25 staff is your core team, is your family.
Yeah.
You need culture, because majority of A-Keen players, they don't just work for money. They work because of your vision,
Clippers.
right? They work for the purpose, they work for your founder's vision, and they have to align with the values, whether they are a small micro shareholder or they treat the company as their baby too. It's their life for the next few years. You need them to want the company to succeed with you, not just work for the salary.
Yeah.
So as a founder, you need to be a leader, not a boss. That's the most important thing.